Hello, champion students. This is Mrs. Rodriguez. I'm going to go through today's lesson. So we are on day 5. I'm going to go through it with you, so follow along with me and jot down the notes as I do them, and then you can move on to your independent. All right, so first things first, we got some real-world applications. So we have 2 car rental companies. Avis charges $20 initial fee plus $30 per day. Hertz charges $36 initial fee plus $28 per day. All right, so there's our given. Let's look at the first question. Choose an equation you could use to find the number of days of service the companies would charge the same amount. So as you can see, all these equations here, they're equations. They have an equal signs because we want to know when the 2 companies will be equal. The number of days, that's what we're trying to figure out, therefore that's our x. So if you see this first piece here, 30 per day, that tells us we're multiplying 30 times x, 28 per day would be 28 times x. So that's what you have to pay per day, but then you also have to pay that initial fee. So take a look at those 4 equations there and find which one would match this situation. So $20 fee plus 30 per day, $36 fee plus 28 per day. Hopefully you are looking at letter B. Now we are going to take that equation, we're going to copy it down, and then we are going to solve for x to find the number of days. Okay, so let me give us some room. So I am going to draw a line down the center, and I'm going to move my variables to the left. So I'm going to subtract 28x from both sides. Make sure you line it up underneath the like term. Then I have 20. 30 minus 28 is 2, positive 2, so plus 2x. The other side I have 36. Now I need my constants to the right, so I'm going to move that 20. The 20 is positive, so I'm going to subtract it from both sides. 36 minus 20 is 16. All right, last step, we are going to divide both sides by 2 to get x equals 8. Going back to the question, we want to know the number of days. So make sure you include your units. You would write 8 days. Units matter. You will lose points. So after 8 days, the 2 companies will cost the same. Okay, we're going to do one more. Nice and easy, just a few questions today. So flipping that over. All right, so we have Diane and Alex. They're going to lunch. Alex was paying for both meals and left a 20% tip. The amount of the tip was $4. Diane's lunch cost $8. How much was Alex? Okay, so when you're out to lunch, 2 people, you have the 2 meals. To find the total cost of the bill, you add the 2 meals. So Diane's was 8. And right here, the cost of Alex's meal. We don't know that, so that's our x. So we're adding 8 plus x. We want 20% of the entire bill. 20% of the entire bill. So I'm going to put parentheses around that. Then I want us to think about, how do you represent 20% as a decimal? Hopefully you are thinking 0.2. So I'm taking 20% of the total, which came out to be $4. So the correct equation would be letter D. Okay, now we're going to use that equation to solve to find the cost of Alex's lunch. So I'm going to rewrite it. We have parentheses, so we are going to distribute. So I have 0.2x. 0.2 times 8 is 1.6. I have no other x's to combine, so I'm not going to move that. I'm going to subtract that 1.6. I have 0.2x equals 2.4. And then my last step, I'm going to divide both sides by 0.2. Let me just zoom out. So I got x equals 12. And then don't forget our units. It's the cost of a meal, so units are dollars. Okay. The last two, all we are doing is we're just writing these equations. We do not need to solve them. Okay, so let me scroll up here. Sorry. Okay. What I like to do is start and point out that equal sign is the same as. So there's my equals. On the left-hand side, we have 4 more than a number. 4 more than a number. 4 plus n. On the right side, 2 minus 10 times a number. So write it just how you read it. 2 minus 10 times a number. Remember when we are multiplying a number and a variable, we just put them right next to each other. So this just becomes 10n. All right, why don't you pause and try the last one on your own? Okay, hopefully you had a chance to try it. So let's go through the last one. 5 times a number plus 12. So 5 times a number, 5n plus 12. And then the last piece we have here, 9 plus a number. Perfect. All right, thank you so much for listening. If you have any questions, you can email me. So my email is sarahrodriguez@sd54.org. Or you can post in your Google Classroom and I can answer questions there. I hope you have a wonderful day.